Alright guys, so we'll start with today's trades. Today we traded IO. It was a gap and go setup. So here we'll take a look. Okay, so IO, this is the 5-minute chart. So it was gapping up from 175 up to this level, which is 347 pre-market. So we're watching for that potential entry over. Let me get this in here. For a potential entry there. The charts are acting up. So we're at 175, went up to 308, pulled back, rode VWAP all the way up to 347. So this was a potential entry at 347 for a move higher for a gap and go setup. This shaded gray area is pre-market. It's before 8:30 in the morning, pre-market. So we're still not live trading. Well, I guess it is live, but it's not during open normal hours, market hours. So we'll jump into the 1-minute chart so you can see it in better detail, and we'll try to run through this real quick because I took quite a few trades on this stock. So 347 was the pre-market high. Of course, you could see on the 1-minute chart, a nice move up, 347, and a pullback here, little pullback. So we're watching for a break of this, potentially even this candle, 343. So the market opened, the high of that candle was 340, or this little red one. So I was like, okay, as soon as the market opens and I see volume coming in, buying volume, I'm gonna jump in. So that's what I did. I jumped in around 340. I sold way too soon again, but I'm not gonna complain. So it opened at 340 and made a move all the way to 430, which is very nice up there. However, I bought in around 340, sold around 365. So I mean, it's still a nice little move, nice little gains. And so anyways, we were watching this. It pulled back. This was a very nice, clean 1-minute entry here. You get this move up, pulled back, you get in at the next 1 minute to make a new high, which is 411. So you get in at 411 for a move up to 430. That's another strategy. It's called a micro pullback or 1-minute bull flag. On this one, it hit a high at 430. It bounced back down, and I got in at 430 for the break of this level and sold up here around 430. So got in 420, sold at 430. Quick little trade. The next trade, this one, was the next candle. It opened pretty low and it had a nice little dip, and I tried something different today because I noticed the days before I was getting filled a little bit high on my dip entries. So what I did this time was I set limit orders where I was thinking it was going to come down and find support. So as the stock comes down, my order gets filled and then it bounces up. And this is exactly what happened. I would say on 7 out of 10 trades, it worked nicely. I timed it just right on the bottom end, so I got filled around 404, the bottom of this candle, and sold near the high, which is near 415. Nice little trade there, and did the same step process here. I got filled around the low of this candle, 385, and sold up here, right over $4. So nice little 15-cent break. And let's see. This stock, I mean, it was kind of choppy around this level. Here we had a nice little break. It found resistance up here at 436. On this candle, as you can see, it's a big, exaggerated, extended candle to the downside. So it came down, got filled. I wanted to get filled down towards VWAP around this orange dotted line, but I ended up getting filled about a little bit higher than 4, sold up to 410. Again, little profit. And then on this exaggerated candle, I did the same thing. I tried to get filled down at the bottom, 353. I got filled where this pink arrow's at, and sold up here on this next candle around 370. So from 355 up to 370, nice little trade there. You know, these are quick trades. I'm not holding on to these very long. As soon as I buy, I expect a nice little breakout. If not, I usually bail out, and that means I might cut my profit short or take money off the table pretty quick. But you know, that's just the way that I got trained to trade. So that was IO. I'm gonna say it was pretty clean. The dip buys were pretty clean, and I was satisfied with my new little strategy that I'm using to trade to buy those dips. My entries are a lot nicer, that's for sure. Okay, so PIXY, I am a little disappointed on the way I traded PIXY. I had seen PIXY, and it was setting up for a nice little. Here, you can see it better on the 5-minute. I don't know what did my charts today. Okay, so anyways, here it made a move up pre-market, pulled back down. This is called the red to green. I don't know, the charts can look better than that. 1 second. So you can kind of see it better. Okay, so this is called the red to green setup, where it breaks the VWAP, which really you want it to hold above VWAP, but it's also a strategy to trade. It's two strategies in one. Now red to green, which is this right here, it's pulling back. You get these red candles, and as soon as you start seeing that buying, you jump in, which is called red to green. It goes from red to green. And then it was setting up for a VWAP break. So usually these, whenever it breaks this VWAP to the upside, they make a pretty nice move. In this case, it did. It went from 685 up to 820. So that was a very nice move. So here we'll jump into the 1-minute chart so you can see it in better detail. I'm a little disappointed in this one because I was trading another stock and I glanced over and I saw this one. I'm like, hey, well, this one looks pretty good. I'm gonna take a little stab here. And as I was getting my order ready, this sucker just took off, but it happens. Well, anyways, here's the red to green, as you can see here. There's the VWAP break. So what I was watching was, whenever I started watching, it was around 720, around this level here. It did a little pullback, and I was like putting my order ready, and boom, it exploded up to 744. Micro pullback, made a move higher up to 840. Tremendous, very nice. The way I traded this one was, again, buying dips. I set my order right below 50, 750, got filled, sold around 760. Nice little trade. The same here. I bought for this dip. After this candle, little dip down to VWAP, tap of VWAP. I would have liked to get filled that VWAP, which is 772, but I ended up getting filled around 780, sold around 785, or 780, sold at 790. And this was a losing trade with the pink arrows. Of course, I bought at 750. I tried to get filled around this candle here for a bounce up, a break of VWAP from 740 up to potentially 770, 775, but I missed it barely. If it would have hit this line, I would have got filled. Well, still left my order out there, and I ended up getting filled on the move down, like actually coming down. I filled at 750. But I quickly stopped out at 740. I was like, no, I got in too late. This is not going to work. And I mean, it was a little small 10-cent loser, which is not that bad. Manage my size accordingly. You know, usually on these trades, the ones that you're buying as they're going down, they're risky. So you want to be careful with the size that you're trading with. You don't want to go in heavy on size on stock that's going down. You know, usually if it's going down, it's showing weakness. There's certain ones that you want to buy as for dip buys. Not every stock is a candidate for dip buys. Let's see. So our last trade was TTPH. We will pull this 5-minute chart up real quick so you can see what it was looking like. This one, it was kind of tricky because it had super low volume, and we weren't sure if it was gonna make a move. It ended up squeezing very nice from $2 all the way up to 330, then a pullback, broke VWAP, then back up to 350, all over the place. So we'll see. Let's check out the trade that we took. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, of course. It was a dip buy. Actually, yeah, this one I got in a little bit too late, and I ended up getting in on the wrong side of the trade. I was trying to get filled around this level 260. The stock, it hit a low. You can't see it here because this is a 1 minute chart, but if we had a 10-second chart, you would see that on this candle, it came down to around 264. My order was at 260. It hit 264 and it bounced back up to 277 up here. And that's what I was trying to do. I was trying to capture 10-15 cents of profit on that little bounce, but missed it. So I decided to leave my order out there, kind of like on that last trade that I took on the other stock. I left my order out there, and I got filled on the way after it had made that bounce move. Now it's actually coming down. I got filled around set 260, this orange candle, and I cut it loose at around 252. So it was quickly, 8 cent loss. Of course, it kept going down to 242, which if I wouldn't have stopped out, that would have been a 20-cent loser. And it's all about managing your losses. Keep those losses small and try to ride those winners. And of course, I mean, it came back up, but the 266, I could have stopped out and the move back up, but you just never know. I mean, this thing, it could have came back down to the 50. There's a red line right here, and or continue to move down up to the 200, or just kept going lower. So you just have to manage your trades. All right, well, that's it for today. It's a little bit late. Any questions, comments, just let me know. Thank you.